Today is 1082nd day that I'm here to lessons to learn. I'm learning. I always support your dreams. You always allow to become the person that you want to become. Today, speak about very simple topic. Very simple topic. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really have a very simple topics is important. So today I'm going to focus on really subjective things and objective things. A lot of times we think that something is very objective, and because we feel this objective, sometimes we want to put those objective things on other people. But when you understand there's the thing that we think is objective, and we understand there is subjective, that means that we understand that it's our based on our opinions. Those things that are based on our opinions, we're not supposed to put on other people. Now, of course, that there's other things that laws, like a gravity law, of course, that means it's objective. That is, there is a law, and that's the law, and no one will change it. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. There is a law. And of course, we're supposed to teach other people the laws, objective things, that is actually the fact, validated fact. But for subjective things, we need to be very careful. We're not supposed to project our own values, beliefs, opinions on other people just because we believe that is the best way of doing things. I think we a lot of times we have a wrong objectives because a lot of times when you think about things in life, and a lot of times we believe that we know the best. But when we read, we speak with people, we attend seminars, conferences, we get better, we have experiences, and after a while you understand the things that you used to believe was right is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. And then you start to realize that maybe there's more things in my life that I used to think that is right, but is not right. Because I used to believe as well that strong people suffer alone. They strong people just keep in themselves and they just persevere. But I learned that in life is it's strong people are able to share their struggles and really go hands on to fix it. They don't suffer alone. They go and fix it. That's what is strength. Being able to really say that I accept where I am, but being able to go and fix it. That is again, there's a lot of people believe that you need to be strong to persevere on your own. And sometimes that's lonely. There's some truth in everything. I think that there's not like there's never because in life one thing is that I really found out that in life the older you get, the more gray everything becomes. There's no black and white, only a few things. But the majority of things is gray and very colorful. There's so many colors in life, and we need to really use those colors. If there's colors, that means we need to also use that. And today we'll share just very simple, very simple things to understand. That is sometimes we think it is objective, but those are very simple subjective things. Number one is taste of food. That means that we don't say that if you love something, that's exactly what it is. If you love pizza, you don't say that pizza is the best thing. No, best pizza is for you. It's your opinion based on your taste palette. This is how you enjoy it. Maybe there is, of course, personal history, eating food, maybe family. That means culture things. What kind of food you used to eat from the early on? Maybe a food perception, what is healthy, what is not healthy. There's so many things that are included in a taste of food because just understanding that there is perception and the visuals of the food will dictate how you feel about the food. Because my dad used to be amazing cook, amazing chef. Like he used to cook amazing food, but the way how the food used to look like garbage. Like I used to be always I hate that food. I always say like I really don't want to try it. This time for sure I will hate it. And my dad said, just try it, just try it, just try it. And after like 15 minutes, I said, okay, I will try it. And then I used to love it. And I used to be hiding that I really love it. And I used to eat it as much as I can because I loved it so much. So it means that sometimes just visuals are wrong. And again, food is very subjective. What one person loves it, other person could hate it. Second thing is art appreciation. Appreciating art, and every single person appreciates art differently. So maybe someone art is paintings. I look at paints. Painting is so many different things. Some wants to paint very realistically. Some maybe abstract. Maybe some other things. Look at it. A lot of different arts could be appreciate. Personally appreciate very realistic art. When you paint a person very realistically, when you paint nature very realistically, and I think that that's what I appreciate. But every single person could appreciate different arts. There's handmade arts, painting. There's so many, like music is art, and every single person could appreciate art differently. Even writing is an art. And again, every single person has different experiences that start to appreciate things better. Because sometimes it's interesting thing that when something happens in our lives, we start to appreciate art much more. Because sometimes the experience starts to attach to different arts. So our experience will dictate what kind of art we love. And I truly believe that. Sometimes, of course, art it has trends and movements, and as we appreciate different art based on current trends. Number three is beauty standards. Beauty standards is not set. When I look into different cultures, different regions, different everything, there's so many times I look into there's so many different descriptions. What is beauty? Different colors, different sizes, everything. What is beauty? What is how? Like everything is standards. That means if you think that something is healthy, something is beautiful, that beauty is just your standard. It's not objective. And I think it's very important. That's why like when people say like, how do you feel about this person? Based on my perspective, it's beautiful. And I understand that internally everyone is beautiful majority of the time. But externally, you can be attracted to person or may not be attracted to. And I think that is very important to understand that our there are so many things that because in based on age, but everything there are so many things that is subjective about beauty. Number four is a music preference. Again, do you want rock? Do you want pop? And when you look into like all the countries, and it's even by the country, which brand of music which is the most popular, pop, rock, jazz, or whatever. And it's subjective again. This is what kind of music do you like and why though? Because sometimes it's just a culturally you hear that music so often, but it becomes so familiar that it feels homely. It feels that it's comfortable. Feels that it's this exactly what I like, because you listen all the time. And sometimes in a social environment where you're at, it means that when you're at home, you like to listen to one kind of some form of songs. When you are out and about, that's different kind of songs. And again, this is very subjective. Number five is emotional responses. Emotional responses in a lot of different things. Emotional responses, how they receive gifts, emotional responses into even music, emotional responses to events. That we're not supposed to say that this is how you're supposed to react to this thing. Who decided that your way to reacting to events is the right way? Who decided? I think that's again that a lot of times we believe that our way is the way. My dad used to say that my way is the highway. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes our way is not the highway. We need to seek that our way will be the right way, but our way is not always the highway. That means we need to understand that we need have those cognitive biases and break those cognitive biases. That we could understand that we need to seek. We need to have certainty. We need to believe what we believe, and we need to believe that our way is the best for us, but allowing other people to choose what is best for them as well. Number six is moral judgments. And I think that this is again one of the very hard ones because I truly believe that every single person has moral judgments, and I think that this is a place where we need to be very careful because some moral judgments are subjective and some moral judgments are very leaning to objective. Now, moral judgments are very important. So that means that's like with the key aspects of our lives, moral judgment, like even like not steal. It's a moral judgment. It's objective, and every single person is supposed to have that not steal. And if some moral judgments are the key foundational things are objective, and some moral judgments are subjective. That means that it depends on what station and context we are looking at. Number seven is education value. And I think that education value is based on how we describe the education. Education is tree education, or is education that are going to a college, university, Because I think that sometimes education, it depends on the vision, of course, what person wants to achieve. But education is important. But sometimes going to a business, if you want to become a business owner, it's better to go to a business owner and ask for mentorship, apprenticeship, and learn from business owner how to do the business, how to build a business, rather going to a college and learn about business. I truly believe that. So I guess knowing the vision, and again, every single person will have a different opinion. But in my opinion, again, this is my subjective opinion. That is, if you really want to build a business, go to start a business, any kind of business, and ask for mentorship. There's so many great people, amazing people who build amazing success, and they're willing, and they want to help, and they want to contribute. Because that is a massive fulfillment when you help someone to succeed. Not every single person wants to do that, but there's a lot of people who want to do that. And I think that education value is, in my opinion, is very important to choose right. Number 8 is career success. It's very, very subjective. That means that a lot of times, including myself, like I remember when I was succeeding in my career 9 to 5, and I was working in a great company, have a great opportunities, grow in the company, but I was internally failing because that was not who I was. This is not who I am. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to sit to 9 to 5. I'm okay working 9 to 9, but on my own business, on my own path. I'm okay. I'm not afraid of hard work. But being controlled by the structure, being controlled by the hierarchy, being controlled by some kind of straight lines. I didn't want that. I wanted to really create my own lines, even though that I'm willing to work even harder for my own success, for my own completion, because I don't want to be part of a big house. I want to really create my own house. And again, this is every single person is defining what career success means for them, what personal fulfillment means for them. And sometimes we understand that our values could change. So that means when sometimes our value stability, when you have this stability, you have everything in place, and that means that value changes and you want to grow, improve, contribute, make significance, make a difference in other people's lives. And of course, because your values change, it might be that the career goals will change as well. Number 9 is physical fitness. Some people just want to look good. Some people want to have extremely strong body. Some people don't take care of their body, and again, body is just it is. It is. Now, of course, I truly believe this is very subjective, but in my opinion, I think that the most important resource in life is energy. And if you want to have more energy, if you want to have the most important resource in our lives, we need to take care of our bodies. Do I take care of my body all the time? Not. I know that I need to really work even harder to really eat better, exercise better, just to make sure that have even the most energy that I can. And again, this is again, every single person chooses a lifestyle that directs how well they take care of their physical body. And of course, at the same time, mental um, energy as well. And the last one, number 10, is personal relationships. And I understand that there are some people, extroverts and introverts, and we get energized by different way. But at the same time, we need to understand that how do you get energized? Because sometimes we say that I get energized when I stay alone, when I read a book. And we feel that every single person is supposed to get energized by being alone. Or sometimes when we have a problem, we believe that we need to really reflect by ourselves before sharing it to other people. Other people really love to share their problems by sharing it and discussing it. So it's a different way. Speak. People are different, and people will love to discuss problems differently. They want to really discuss, and people want to reflect and then discuss. People want to really, when you want to get energized, speak with people. Some people want to walk away from people. So personal relationships are important, and we need to understand where people are. There's no one way. There's not objective way. There's always subjective. And today, like as I said, it's a very, very simple topic. Just there's a lot of things that we always need to remember. Sometimes we believe that we are right, but you ask the question: is this objective or subjective? And majority of things, 99% of things in life is subjective. Only 1% of things are objective. And we need to really clear it out. What is subjective? What is subjective? And when we ask the question, and you understand that when you speak with the person on subjective thing, we're able to discuss. But when we discuss on subjective thing, we're able to share and influence our view, but not because we want to change our mind, because we just want to share what we believe in. Because if they will believe that what we believe is right, they might change as well. But this is not our goal to change our mind, just to share what works for us. And then be open to listen what other people share, because what works for them, it might work for us, it might not. But only when we have that objective conversation. We have a duty to share that this is a fact, this is a valid fact, and this is what is proven based on uh, results, based on facts. Because a lot of times we think that is objective because some smart person said so. But why? How they know that is objective? So a lot of times we need to be very, very careful why we believe something is objective. So I hope you reflect on that, and I hope you'll choose win and see you tomorrow.